Hey guys, it's Beard of Darkness Book Reviews coming back with another video. I wanted to talk today about a gentleman named James Clemens. He got me started in fantasy. Probably the first author that I read that was fantasy. I never thought that I would get into it. I never thought that it was something that I would find interesting, but he's the one that kind of sparked my interest. And I don't see many people commenting on that. If you do, please link in the comments below, because I'd love to hear other people's take of him. Now, he signed, his pen name back then was James Clemens. Okay, now he writes under James Rollins. You probably have heard his name. He does the Sigma Force novels, and I love those too. In fact, he's got one coming out in August, I believe the 15th, called Tides of Fire, and I will pick that up. I love those novels. But this was where he started. Witchfire. It is book one of the Banned and Banished series, and there are 5 books in total, and it is finished. It's great. I'm not going to do a review on that right now. I want to have a little bit of a moment to maybe spread his name out more than I've heard personally on any of the Booktube channels that I read or watch. Another one of James Clemens' fantasy series that is a little controversial, I guess, because he never finished it. Gosh, there's so many of those guys I guess we could be mad at, but I guess I choose to kind of be happy about what they did right and kind of understand their reasonings behind not finishing a series. Not that I know the reason he didn't finish this, but James Clemens and the Godslayer Chronicles. I haven't read these yet. I do plan on reading these. I love him. He's very good. This one is called Shadowfall, and I mean, the cover art speaks for itself. It looks pretty dark, and Terry Brooks is on the front of this one. It says, "With every new book, Clemens' storytelling expertise becomes more compelling," and I think I'd have to agree with him. What I have read of his that isn't a fantasy genre is I think that you could become into fantasy with his books. You could kind of ease your way into it using his fantasy novels. They're not Martin or Robert Jordan, really lengthy, somewhat hard to follow if you're not reading them consecutively, I guess. Pretty good fantasy beginner books is what I guess I'm getting to. But I would also recommend picking these up. Like I said, I haven't read them yet. I've heard great things, but I will be reading them. He has a new fantasy series, really good. It's called the Moonfall Saga. Okay, it's a duology. This is the first book, The Starless Crown. It's great. It's about a girl who's blind, and it's a real kind of a coming of age story. And he was courteous enough to send me a autographed, which I think is so awesome, copy of this, The Cradle of Ice. That's book number 2 in the Moonfall series. I love it. It's great. I highly recommend it. Once again, I'm not going to do a review on that right now, but kind of just getting his name out there. I would love to know if anybody else is a huge fan of what he used to be called. On his pen name was James Clemens, or what he writes now as James Rollins. From what I've seen in interviews, he's a really nice guy. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Give me some ideas of what you would like me to see, to read, or review. Until then, stay imaginative, guys.